In the dead of night, the deceased in the graveyards suddenly rose again as Vendreads. They possessed no consciousness, yet wielded strong bodies and a savage thirst for blood. The eerie blue glow in their eyes drove them to hunt and attack all other living creatures. Humans infected by the zombie virus would also resurrect after death, causing the virus to spread rapidly throughout the city. Once infected, whether it was a dog on the ground or a bird in the sky, their minds would be eroded by the virus, turning them into terrifying zombie monsters. Among the infected was one man. At the brink of losing his sanity, he caught sight of a pendant his wife had once given him, a pendant holding a photo of their past together. His deep longing for his wife enabled him to resist the virus's control. Merging his human will with the virus's power, he transformed into Vendread's Slayer. The perfect fusion of a human's developed brain and the enhanced cells of a zombie granted Slayer's strength far beyond that of ordinary undead. He was not interested in being a hero. The crimson glow in his eyes burned with the fury of revenge. Clutching his wife's pendant close to his heart, he began his grim crusade against the Vendreads. Under the cold light of the moon, Slayer's relentless slaughter of the undead marked the beginning of the Night of the Avenging Dead. However, the fallen Vendreads did not stay dead. Instead, their rotting corpses slowly fused together, forming a massive, foul-smelling mountain of flesh, a grotesque beast that gained its own consciousness, Vendread Chimera. Against such a gigantic monster, even Slayer, fighting with all his might, could not deliver a final blow. As Chimera continued to split and reproduce, the leader of the zombie army descended onto the battlefield. The original source of the zombie virus, Vendread Battlelord. Battlelord seized the exhausted Slayer, scrutinizing him closely, but was unable to understand how this being had broken free from the virus's control. Determined to find the answer, Battlelord opened the core embedded in its chest, summoning countless spectral hands to absorb Slayer and steal his memories. But in a moment of distraction, Slayer, regaining consciousness, seized the core. Harnessing its power, he turned the tables, absorbing and assimilating Battlelord, and evolving into Vendread Exeutor. Yet even as Exeutor, he struggled to fully control the core's overwhelming power. Within his body, the core would at times manifest illusions of his wife, attempting to tempt and corrupt him. But to Exeutor, this was nothing less than a desecration of his beloved's memory. Driven by rage and sorrow, Exeutor conquered the nightmare within his heart and achieved complete mastery over the core. As the first rays of sunlight pierced through the dawn, Exeutor could feel his body fading with the light. He bent over and picked up the pendant that had been taken from around his neck. All the Vendreads had been defeated, and the darkness that engulfed the city was gone. But at the end of the day, he too was a Vendread, and now it was his time to go. Exeutor was eventually brought back to the city by the very people he had once protected, surviving against all odds. And as the Vendreads gradually fell silent, it marked humanity's great victory against the undead. Yet, the battle between humans and Vendreads was far from over. Every nightfall, when the Vendreads rise to terrorize the city once again, people look up to the skyscrapers shrouded in darkness, praying for the arrival of their savior. Vendread's savior. Just like Exeutor had saved the city, the survivors had saved him. He was reborn as savior, now neither human nor zombie. He existed only for one purpose, to protect the world. Under the gaze of his violet eyes, no evil could escape judgment. He would fight not for vengeance, but for peace, and to give the people courage and hope when they needed it. Yet soon, another man appeared, catching Savior's attention. This mysterious figure hunted Vendreads as prey, and was known among the people as Vendread Scavenger. Scavenger's arrival significantly reduced the zombie population in the city. Eager to uncover his identity and motives, Savior sought him out immediately. But upon their first meeting, Scavenger attacked without hesitation, as if hunting yet another zombie. In that instant, Savior caught a glimpse of Scavenger's strangely colored eyes. Now, under Scavenger's assault, what action will Savior take?